Okay, everyone got your notebooks out, and I like to use the colors. Miss Renee was so good at that. Love it. Danielle?
I never found it.
List it. What was that show?
Well, take out a piece of paper then.
What are we supposed to title it?
We're going to get there right now. And I'm going to put it down so you can see. Okay, so we're going to title it, obviously, Transformations, right? That's what we're doing.
I can't rip it out of that.
The video very nicely, the little song, helps us to remember the three. So what I want you to do is I want you to draw a circle map in your notes. Put transformation in the circle. And then we're going to simply write our three different kind. I'm going to use three different colors. You should all have these memorized by now. We've said them a lot in the last 48 hours. So Daniel, start us off. Give me one of the transformations that we've learned so far. I'm going to put this down a little bit.
Translate, which
Translate.
another word for translate is the other one, which I won't say.
No, let's say a better one.
Move.
Move. I'm going to add another one. You can't even read that, can you? Move. Write yours a little below. I'm going to write the word slide or the word shift. And we're also going to do a little graph. So draw you a little coordinate plane, not a big one.
You mean a Cartesian?
And we're going to, yes, I call it a Cartesian plane.
I like that one.
Here, remembered that. But Ms. Renaud calls it a coordinate plane, same thing. We have an X and Y axis. And I'm just going to show you, I'm just going to draw a little rectangle over here, and I'm just going to kind of put a little dotted line, and we're going to shift it to the left. We're keeping it the same size. We're preserving our size. And that's just a little cartoon or a little picture for you to remember it by. Okay?
Wouldn't that be like a mirror?
Say again?
Wouldn't that be kind of like a mirror? A reflection?
That one looks, yeah, it could look the same. You're right. We could have like shifted it maybe down, left and then down. You know what we could do is put a little L there that we know we're shifting it to the left. Huh? All right, Eli. What about another transformation? We've done translate. Can you think of another one? We have three.
Reflect.
Reflect. And he already said the word that goes with reflect, right? Mirror. What's another word? Somebody raise your hand. What's another word besides mirror that we use?
Copy.
Copy's a good one.
Flip.
Flip was one that we used, Tom. Good. Excellent. Let's draw us a little. So if I have a triangle and I flip it, I reflect it, then it's going to look like this. Right? That's so tiny. Can't hardly see it. Okay. And then our final one, Torin, that has not been mentioned.
Oh, okay. It is mirror. Wait, no.
We did
That's
mirror.
not rotate.
Rotate. That's it. Rotate it is. And Hannah, what was another word we used for rotate?
Spin. Spin.
Spin is a good one. There's one more.
Turn.
Turn. Pretty basic, but we'll write it, right? We're turning like a dial on a clock. We're turning it. So now let's draw our
Orbit.
orbit's a good one. We draw our little graphs. Let's do a square this time. We should have done an angle, but we won't. So now we're going to shift it. Well, not shift is not the word. We're going to turn it. So it's going to kind of be like a diamond. I rotate it, right? You know the song. All right, let's write what we learned today. Okay, and you can use my template over here if you'd like. I want you to write the word vector, and I want you to write the definition of a vector, which is right there for you to see a directed
vector sounds like
A directed line. It's going a certain direction. And I want you to write, in fact, what I want you to do in your notes is I want you to label this as A, B, because on your homework, you're gonna be asked to do that, label a vector, right? A, B. So it can go northeast, or it could go southwest, or it could go east, west, north, south. It could go all types of directions, so remember that. Okay? So let's turn the page and write our last notes, which is the principles that we learned today. Am I going too fast?
Yes.
I'm so sorry.
I'm still on
I get carried away.
rotate.
Slow down here.
If we have room on the bottom still.
Sure. In fact, in third period I did. I wrote too big this period, so I'm gonna have to go to the next page. You don't have to. If you've got room, go ahead and do your bridge map. I'm not sure that's called a bridge map, but it's a type of mapping. Straight, is that what you said? And it's called we're writing on the top of it, translation principles, right? Can I turn the page down?
trans.
Getting used to this thing. Translation principles, and we have 3 of them.
Wait,
Remember in math? What'd you say, Logan?
Can we just draw a line under our vectors? Like,
Sure.
because I've run.
Absolutely, as long as you have the information. So it maps, and I may not go in the order that I did over there. Line to line, ray to ray, angle to angle. What else do I have over there? Line segment? Segments?
60.
We don't need to be talking between ourselves. There's a 4th one. What's the 4th one? I missed it. Somebody help me. I can't see it over there.
Something with an S.
Segment to segment. If you want to, if you'll notice, Daniel, I started using symbols towards the end there. Instead of writing the words, I used symbols.
Symbols are
Is that
great.
you can paraphrase correct?
Same thing.
Angle.
The other 2 principles that we learned is that we use the word preserves, right? If we translate, it preserves the length of a segment. And it also preserves, saves, keeps.
Does that say preserve the length of segment?
Of a segment. Huh? I know, I don't write as neat as Mr.
No.
And then preserves the
It's
degrees
just boring.
or the measure. The degrees, an angle is measured in degrees of an angle. So if it's a 30, it's got to stay a 30 degree.
I'm a 30.
So it's pretty much just saying that you gotta keep it the same.
Yes. And I'm not going to take a protractor out and measure and see if your angle is exact. It appears or looks the same as you translate it along the vector. We're going to get to do that now in just a minute. You'll see it. So I want to show you one more thing before we actually get to do some things on a worksheet.